You know what I'm saying? Like, on Apple Music, I have my own playlist. That made me feel good to the point where it's like, damn, Apple respect what the fuck I mean to my culture, right? So I come out to shit like this, and when I said, yo, they said, yo, we doing a panel with Bangladesh and our city, Rock City. I was like, oh yeah, and Kenny Burn, oh yeah, I don't give a fuck what's going on. I'm on this panel right here, because I understand this is all struggle. This is all individuals, and this is not self-proclaimed. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of rappers, artists, producers, managers that self-proclaiming people to be great. You can't fucking be great till you become great. Till everyone says that. We're not sitting on this fucking stage saying how great we are. We just about the culture, like, we about y'all. We about how y'all feel. We about listening to that man in the back and shit with the fucking white boy with the fucking dreads. Like, yo,
know what I'm saying?
A fucking beat.
Cold
was
face
fucking
money
nuts.
wash, baby.
You know, how did you figure out how the fuck you figure out how to, those harmonies?
He broke that shit down, didn't he?
Yeah, because we know how crazy hard that is to do.
Especially over Bangladesh.
And see, honestly, let's tell them the history about the record, because the label wasn't fucking with the record.
They never fuck with hits.
But they benefit the most from what we do. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't fucking with the record. They ain't pushed the record or nothing. They ain't believe in the record. They ain't know what the fuck it was. I remember talking to Plies. I bumped into Plies one day. He was like, man, when y'all was up at probably 103 or 107 or something, I can't remember what station it was, but he said he called up to the radio to ask them what the fuck that was they was playing, because it was terrible. He said, man, I don't know what that shit was, but I see that shit crazy now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and we get off on that. Like, for all of y'all, because I know it's some real special, like, I love producers, man. I love songwriters, man. I love all y'all, man. Like, really. I'm not sitting here saying that shit, man. I love my fucking people. Whether they're white, black, blue, green, it takes a lot to come sit in this room and then listen to somebody explain to you their story. That means you're really interested in making it someday. This is the first step, you know what I'm saying, to becoming something special. Because we all did it. We all are students of the game. You got to understand how all this shit works before you call yourself a professional. You understand what I'm saying? So you can have some dialogue. Like when me and Banger sit and talk and have conversations, or I had to learn Rock City I can't say to respect them, but to understand where these guys come from, right? So we got in the room one day, and I was like, shit, we the same motherfucker. We got the same mentality. We had the same, we were all told we didn't look how we were supposed to fucking look. What the fuck you mean?
I just want to say music was better when ugly niggas was getting in. Want to let y'all, I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Fuck what anybody tells you, nigga. James Brown was a sex symbol.
This nigga is crazy.
Hey, I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I'm a real nigga. When they wasn't photos on Instagram and they wasn't like, yo, now it's a dress code. You know, you could come in a room with a nigga that ain't got no talent and they be like, man, you see his swag though? What the fuck are you talking about, man? What about his voice? Can he write a song? If he's a producer, can he make a beat? That shit don't fucking matter. Swag. Come on, man. Listen, man. Talent is supposed to speak for itself. Talent is all you need. That's what the fuck you need.
Tweet that.
Talent is what you need. I'm just saying, you know, I respect everybody up on this panel, man. Like, and you know, I remember me and my brother coming in the game like this, and this is some real shit. This nigga, and me and Ray always used to argue, man. This nigga is my favorite songwriter, because not just because he writes songs, because he was the nigga in the room saying, I'm a songwriter, you gotta fucking pay me, because y'all only want to pay the nigga that make the beat.
The pen.
I remember that shit, and I was like, man, yo, you know that nigga Sean Garrett, Ray? Man, he the nigga, man. I'm telling you.
This nigga really changed the game.
He changed the game for people writing songs. You know what I'm saying? And Chandre, guess what? I always liked Chandre because when me and my brother came in the game, he always embraced us. This nigga invited us to his house to write songs. You know what I'm saying? And he always fucked with us and told us we was good, because we wasn't even really fucking songwriters. We was just artists. We was winging it, man. And we was just happy if any nigga would let us in the room. So anybody that embraced us, we respected it. But I just feel like in the music business, sometimes, my nigga, there's a bunch of motherfuckers that's gonna come in the room and tell you you can't do shit. Can I tell you something? If I told you that you ain't good, fuck me. Fuck every nigga on this panel, man. Listen. We already listen. We told our story and we telling our story. When we leave this motherfucker, man, we gonna do what we doing. Y'all take what y'all need that y'all can use for y'all and go forward. Don't let you know, nobody on this stage is better than you. You probably, there's somebody in this room that's gonna have a bigger hit than probably any of us ever had, or more hits than we've ever had. You know, tell your story, do your thing. Don't look at another person and be like, damn, because you know, sometimes you find yourself, you might look at a nigga and be like, yo, how they did that? Man, you don't know what niggas is going through. I don't know what y'all going through to get what y'all getting, man. Just keep working, continue grinding, man, and make sure it's about the talent. Don't come in the room like, yo, my nigga, I'd rather you come in the room and play me a hit than a nigga come in, man, this nigga was fresh, he was fly, you know what I'm saying? He had bitches, he had on the chain, man. This nigga was driving a Bentley, and his shit is whack. I can't sell that shit. Nobody don't want to buy that shit.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? People want to buy talent. People want to buy good songs, nigga. People want to buy songs. But I don't give a fuck about how you look. But I don't give a fuck about that shit.
I mean, Susan Boyle. I mean, we could just count. I mean, people call Adele fat or whatever. Well, we love Adele, of course, but you know, there's more examples. Sia, and these are all beautiful people. You know what I'm saying? But what they did, I wanna leave you with this, because this is sometimes people make the mistake. It's important to believe in yourself, but it's also important to educate yourself. Because a lot of people feel like, man, I believe in myself. You don't understand how much I believe in myself. Well, believing in yourself is half of it. You gotta educate yourself to make sure that you understand how to get your shit to the level where you can actually compete. Because this shit is competitive. And don't get it fucked up. It's got to come back. You know what I'm saying? You can put the shit out there, but it has to generate whatever it needs to generate so you can get that phone call again. Because it's about reoccurring hits. It's about, can you play that shit on the radio again and again and again? It's not just for the moment, you know what I'm saying? So educate yourself on the music and how songwriting, the art of songwriting really is. You know what I'm saying?
Can I interrupt for just a second? Everybody, I'm Dina Marteau, teamed up with All Hip Hop, owner of 12 Music, to put on this panel. Want to thank everybody for being here. But also, Kenny Burns has to run off for a second. Can you guys give it up for the lifestyle specialist?
Yeah!
Boom, 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 boom. Big up, big up, big up.
The SVP of Revolt TV.
Black bottom.
The SVP of Revolt TV and the lifestyle specialist. Thank you, Kenny, for coming to moderate. I know you had to jet. Thank you so much. We're gonna keep it going. Hey guys.
Give it up for Kenny Burns, y'all.
I know we were seeing people was raising their hand and people got questions.
Yeah, we got more questions.
Yeah, let's get some questions, man. You right there. You know what? Can y'all come up and when y'all get a question, come up here and get the mic, because we really can't hear y'all. Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, and I'll pass this mic to you, Teron.
All right, so you want to take some questions real fast? All right, go ahead.
All right, so I heard you guys like the journey, and that's the most inspiring thing, because I know, like growing up, I used to listen to your guys' your records where you guys were just artists, and then you started creating songs for other artists and whatnot. So my question is, what kept you guys motivated? Because it's been a long time coming, and it's been a long time coming, because I saw that growth, even though I'm probably way younger. But yeah, but what motivated you?
Well, you think you way younger. Nah, I mean, we started really young too.
Yeah. You know, like, it's like, because you know, like Sean, you know, saying, he came from Europe. You know, me and my brother, we come from the islands and shit. Like, when we first came here, nigga, they used to make fun of how we talk.
Hey man, I came from Des Moines, Iowa. Ain't no
Shit, that's real.
include me.
Yes. Nah, word, real shit. Nigga, they used to make fun of how we talk. We come in a room like, yo, what going on, man? Yeah, from Rock, what the vibes, like everything's safe for you, blessed. And niggas would be like, what the fuck is these niggas talking about? You understand what these niggas saying? They used to make fun of how we talk. They used to tell us we talk funny. You know what I'm saying? And for us, we was just so proud of where we come from, and we just felt like we heard no so much. Even where we come from, we heard no. because the dream wasn't real. That dream has never been real where we come from. And for a lot of people that come from nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like the dream ain't real for niggas like us. So I just felt like we just like, I gotta prove everybody wrong.
And then we brothers, we got each other's back. Like every time I wanted to quit, he was like, keep going. Every time he wanted to quit, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna lie, man, I don't like how broke feel, man. I'm sorry, that shit feel fucked up. I don't like mayonnaise and crackers, man. That shit, I ate that for a long time. Bread and cheese, like, and just water and shit and sugar water. That shit ain't cool. Nobody's supposed to live like that. That's not, to me, that's not normal. So we just want, our thing was like, yo, my nigga, we didn't go to college. We didn't get the best of education. We felt like, my nigga, we was good at music. So our motivation was like, this is the thing that's gonna help us to take care of ourselves and our families. And that's what motivated us, honestly. To answer your question.
Hey, real fast. Y'all get it for Steve Ray's mohiphop.com in the building.
Yo, what's up? Bing.
For real. All right, we got a question over here, man. Real fast, get right to it.
I'm gonna try to get right to it. First of all, everybody on the panel up there, Bangladesh, Sean, Garrett, man, been bumping y'all for years. You guys are great. I really want to salute Rock City though, because I'm a fellow Virgin Islander too. I lived in St. Croix for 3 years. Man, I just respect you guys' grind. I was put on y'all's music at Carnival years ago, and I know where you guys come from. So when you were like, anybody ever heard of us before, I just want to let you know, man, you guys been doing y'all's thing, and I respect where you came from and the work that you guys, these dudes had to put in to get where they are. My sister still lives in St. Croix, so I want to know before I do. So can I get a pic with y'all? Sorry, I'm crazy. My sister. Absolutely.
So that was just a request. That was the question.
How y'all doing today?
What's good? Bless.
My name is Danon. I'm a singer-songwriter. First and foremost, I want to say thank you for everybody for taking the time to come out here. I really appreciate this. Y'all making this dream worth a lot more. But specifically, Duran, it was a meeting, it was an interview that you had when you was with Ray Daniels, I believe, in Beehive, and y'all was on there, and you was like, it was a time when you was songwriting, and people kept telling you how good you were, but you was like, yeah, I can't be this good, because if I'm this good, then I would be getting paid from it. Like, what was that experience that shifted that whole mindset that inspired you to say, you know what, man, I should keep going, because that's a lot to keep in.
When I met my manager Ray, he wasn't my manager, he was just my friend. I met him with a mutual friend called Michael. At this time, my daughter's mom, my baby mom, she's my baby mom now, but at the time, my daughter's mom, she was pregnant. Ray Daniels comes to my house. It's the first time I've ever met this man in my life. I'm like, yo, man, everybody's telling me I'm good, but I'm broke. I work at fucking Payless Shoes, bro. I got a baby on the way. I work part-time at Payless, and I don't know what.
You said Party City.
I worked at I had a lot of fucking jobs, man. I
knew you was Jamaican.
This is when I first met Ray. And Ray, no lie, Michael says, Ray, this is the nigga from the islands I've been telling you about, that rapping shit. And Ray looked me in the face and said, oh yeah, man, I heard your shit, man. That shit whack, bro. I said, what? This is the first time I've ever met this man. This man is in my fucking house. And guess what? He told me that, and I was like, yo, my nigga, I fuck with you. What? You think it's whack? He said, man, that shit ain't hot, man. Ain't nobody gonna fuck with that in the States. I said, what do they fuck with? And then we just became friends. That's the first time I ever heard I wasn't good. And I kept saying, man, everybody's saying we good, and that shit, everybody telling you that you great ain't a good thing. Because the only way to be great is to know what the fuck is wrong with you. Ain't nobody, because nobody's perfect. If niggas is just in the room telling you, man, you the shit. Man, nigga, you so dope. You like, yeah, man, but we ain't selling no songs. So what are we missing? Man, you probably ain't got good management. That might be it. You probably ain't got good melodies. Something. So always have people around you, and I'm not saying people that beat you up all the time and not telling you fucking good. I'm just saying people that's going to critique you to the point where it's like, nigga, you can always be better. You want to be pushed. You know, that's why Kobe Bryant is the shit. That's why LeBron is the shit, because they have great coaches. Do not be afraid to be coached. Do not be afraid to have somebody around you that's willing to tell you the shit ain't good.
Hey, we're gonna take a couple more. You wanna add to that? You wanna add to that, Sean?
I
By the way, too, man, I approached you a crazy way, but you was a cool brother one time, it was like 2 years ago. Came up to you, and you still gave me the information. It was like, yo, send me your stuff, man. So I wanted to see you.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, the second that, I mean, the other thing is, you got niggas in the streets, right, who rob. Who rob for a living. That's what they do. You know what? People really get it fucked up. We rob too. No, I'm real. We from the fucking streets. We from the hood. We from where y'all from. People get it really fucked up that, yo, them singing niggas is weak. Them singing niggas is soft. Nigga, you gon' fuck around and run up on the wrong one because we gotta deal with the same shit you dealing with, nigga. We gotta feed our kids. We gotta feed our mama. We gotta take care of our mama who got cancer, nigga. We gotta deal with the same shit y'all gotta deal with. We just found it within ourselves to dig deep, to dig deeper, and not settle for having to go take from a motherfucker. I'm finna make something of myself so I don't have to kill a motherfucker to survive, because the evolution is real. You know what I'm saying? You got to take some food off the table to be able to be on the table, because it ain't enough room on that motherfucker for everybody. They cleansing is real. Okay? The justice system there's a reason for it, the way it's set up. So understand, you gotta understand life. Music is life. The reason why certain people fuck with certain artists is because you can relate to them. Yo, I've been there. I see how this motherfucker feel. Like Drake is a prime example, right? All the hard rapping, shooting, killing, I mean the most hardest cats, right? Is saying now, yo son, the nigga hard though. The nigga hard. You know why? Because they girl. They girl is calling for Drake now. You understand what I'm saying? So you gonna be influenced somehow. You just gotta understand, man, you gotta dig deeper. You know what I'm saying? You gotta dig deep and figure out what your purpose is. If music is your purpose, you have to really beep out that fucking life. You gotta really beep out music. We do music.
Gotta live that shit.
Yeah, people always say that, yo, what's up, OG? I be looking at motherfuckers like, OG? Nigga, I'm not your OG, nigga. I'm probably 2 years older than you, maybe.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's just, I've been doing this shit my whole life. I've been doing this, I was on stage at fucking 10 years old, bruh. I signed my first record deal at 15. By the time I was 20, I was ready for the world. There couldn't nobody tell me shit, because I knew about the business. I knew how publishing worked. I knew how being a... That's why when I came back to the States, I was like, no, I'm not writing no records for fucking free. I'm sorry, y'all got me fucked up, because I know what the fuck them records generate. Once one of them motherfuckers hit, everything gonna change. It's about the song, and it's not about jumping on every fucking beat. You know what I'm saying? You gotta jump on that shit that it's 50-50.
Yep.
You gotta jump on that shit that's gonna make your shit jump. You know what I'm saying? You can't be fucking on an average ass beat with a hot ass song. It's gonna be an average ass song. And you got hot ass beats with whack ass songs, guess what? It's gonna be just an average fucking song. So you gotta understand what the hustle is. We hustling up this motherfucker. We just do it in a different way. You know what I'm saying? So I don't like people to leave with this fantasizing, you know, perspective that, oh, we do music and we not real. No, we motherfucking real. It's real up here. It's struggle. You know what I'm saying? It's pain. It's sacrifice. We done been through some shit. These niggas is from a real rough ass place, and they here. To be here, to be here is the ring. There's a lot of motherfuckers ain't here. Y'all gotta understand, to be here is what is the win. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all give it up for Sean Garrett, man. Words of wisdom right there. So listen, with the questions, we'll take like 3 or 4 more, but like get to the question. We don't need a life story, okay? Right to the question.
Hello, my name is Tiale. I'm a singer-songwriter. So my question is, in regards to the consumer ear, how important, well, what advice you would give to a songwriter who's an artist who writes different genre of music to pick something that's consistent for the consumer ear to listen to? Like, how important is it?
Well, I mean, how important it is to make music for the consumer ear?
Yeah, for the consumer.
You want to make motherfucking money, don't you?
Yeah, I understand that, but like, in regard, because some people say, okay, your music, this sound like pop, this sound like R&B, like on one album. How important is it for the consumer ears for that sound to be on?
And for you as an artist.
Yes.
Okay, I understand what you're saying. I thought you meant as a songwriter. You said a songwriter, so I'm sorry. As for you as an artist, it is important for you to have a consistent sound and to know who you are as an artist, because that's how you build the brand. You know what I mean? That's how, so it's like, it's cool, like, yo, me and my brother had that problem for a long time. It's like, yo, we can sing, we can rap. Yo, we've written songs for every artist in every genre. But then when it comes time to make your music, you gotta stop and say, look, I am this. This is who I am. I'm Katy Perry. This is the kind of music I'm gonna make. It's cool. I can write for Keisha Cole. I can write for Jay-Z. But when I make music for me, this is what it sounds like. Because if you try to do all, you can't please everybody all the time.
And you at the same time too, that one of the biggest parts about that is you got to know who your audience is. You know what I'm saying? That's very important. You got to know, like, you know something? These people like my music. That's who I make music for. The minute you step outside of that box and you're like, yo, I want to make music for these people too, and these people too, then you lose these people. But this is your core. These are the people that was supporting you when nobody else was fucking with you. You know what I'm saying? And you got to understand, like, you know, you find out who you're making music for. Once you learn that, you know, you keep it consistent, because nobody don't want to listen to an album. And, you know, especially today, you know, the generation, the attention span is so short today that if your album sounds like you got a dance record, a R&B record, a hip hop record, a ratchet record, and a love song, niggas would be like, you know something, I'm gonna probably take like the ratchet record and the R&B record, I'll put that in my own playlist that I'm gonna create with some other joints in there that I fuck with. The rest of the album, I gotta be in the mood to listen to maybe like 2 or 3 of those joints. But if it's consistent, like Usher Confessions album, that's a consistent ass album. You know what I'm saying?